Namaste, beautiful souls. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we are talking about what is the purpose of life? And I know this is a huge question. Some of us have been pondering this question for most of our lives, especially if we've had extremely, difficult lives, painful lives. And it is quite a difficult question to ask and to answer. And so, if you can't understand or can't see things from my perspective, I understand. But this is just the way that I am seeing things. So, So, this is a really deep question, the purpose of life. And, I come on here and I'm like trying to answer this in a 10 or 20 minute video for you guys, but I feel underqualified to do so, but that's okay. It's like we're all trying to figure this out. So if this video helps somebody, all the better, right? So purpose of life. So in Western society, in Western culture, this could be a global thing or just a human thing as well. But I feel like we're taught that we have to do something or be something in order to be loved, be valued, be appreciated, have worth, have value in this life. And I'm here to tell you today that that is not true. The purpose of life. You don't need to be anything. You don't need to do anything. The purpose of life is fully accepting and loving yourself and doing what makes you happy. A lot of us feel like we need to do something, to be something, to prove our worth and value to not only ourselves, but also to others. So this is the driving motivation behind a lot of the things that we do. Why do you want the Lamborghini? Why do you want the mansion? Why do you want the these material things? And the thing is, it's like if we dive deep into our unconscious mind, we might realize that we want these things so that other people can love us and appreciate us and hold us in high esteem, in high regard, and above, treat us better than they would treat other people, because we have these things, these material possessions, or we are of a certain status and things like that. And that's just not the case. So the purpose of life instead of wanting the love, approval, attention, affection of others, the purpose of life is to get it from ourselves. To fully and unconditionally love and accept oneself. That is the purpose of life. And once you've reached that, once it's not a, okay, I've fully and unconditionally loved and accepted myself. You don't get to that stage. It's a ups and downs of life, but the main purpose is do what fulfills you. Do what makes you happy. Don't worry about making other people happy. Focus on what makes you happy. And it's there's a lot of shame in there. A lot of people have a lot of shame, myself included. It's like I just discovered one of the things that made me incredibly happy in childhood was swimming. Just being in the pool during summer, having a great time swimming, enjoying life. There's absolutely nothing to accomplish with swimming. There's nothing you can't, I guess you could compete for, who's the fastest swimmer. But, I mean, there's really nothing to accomplish when you're focusing on just yourself having fun. Just giving that fun enjoyment to yourself. There's nothing to be accomplished there. And so that can bring on some guilt and some shame. Like, why am I not accomplishing things? I just, I need to get my work done kind of things. And, so there's a lot of guilt and shame there. And then there's a lack of worthiness. So a lot of people feel a lack of worthiness, lack of self-worth. And so instead of, doing what makes them happy, they will try to get their worth and their love, their worth, their value from other people. Thinking, okay, if I just do good enough at my job, my boss is going to give me a raise. Oh, if I'm just the perfect husband or wife, then my spouse is going to love and appreciate me and give me the love that I need. Well, that's codependence. So yeah, it's just this process of valuing yourself above all else. Valuing your own happiness above all else. And it's a shocking way to live. It's very selfish. But if we don't do that, if we don't prioritize our own needs, it's kind of like that saying, you got to put your own oxygen mask on before you can help your children or your family put theirs on. And that's the truth. It's the same for self-care. It's the same for your own happiness and joy. You got to put yourself first before anybody else. And so, and they might not like that, but that's just what it is. It is what it is. So back to the purpose of life. You know, there's a lot of people who think that we have to do something in order to be loved, in order to be worthy of anything. We must, the common thought is we must prove ourselves, we must do something to prove ourselves. But the fact is that the universe loves you just as you are. The good and the bad has unconditional love for you. The good parts about you, the bad parts about you, everything. And there is a higher power, you could call it your higher self, that is always by your side. You could call it your guardian angel, your higher self, your spirit animal, your, something like that. Whatever you call it, there's some higher power by your side every single moment of the day, and it is pouring out its unconditional love to you personally. And it's just up to us to receive that. And so the truth is that we are all capable of taking care of ourselves equally. I am just as capable of taking care of myself as the next person. So really, we don't need to do anything for each other. And whatever we do for each other, it should be out of love, not need. So there's the the saying, like, loving somebody because you need them, like you stay in a marriage because you need somebody to do things for you, to earn an income for you, to take care of you, to meet your needs. And then there's needing somebody because you love them. Yeah, so there's that. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with this. So there's that too. So there's feeling like you need somebody because you love them. So it's almost like the inverse of loving somebody because you need them to do things for you, but needing somebody because you love them, like you want them in your life. And that's the difference between codependence and interdependence. So, we were all taught, like, that our worth had to come from the things that we do. Like, we were loved because of the things that we do, but the truth is that our worth and value and love from the universe and esteem from the universe is our birthright. The universe loves us. It because we exist. Simply because we exist. It loves us simply because we exist. So here's the thing, it couldn't love us anymore. So it unconditionally loves us because we exist. So there's no more love that you could get out of the universe by doing more, by being more, by being different, by doing anything. There's nothing that you could possibly do in the world that could give you more love than you already have in this universe. So here's the dilemma. Like, a lot of people think that I have to do something, I have to be something for somebody else, I have to I have to prove myself, I have to things like that. So prove myself and stuff in order to feel worthy, in order to feel accepted and loved and all that stuff. But the universe is going, well, the universe is saying, I unconditionally love you no matter what. No matter what you do, no matter who you are. And that is something that is very hard for most people to comprehend. Because, like, for me, for example, let me see how I am on time. Alright, let's see if we can get this under 30 minutes. So for me, for example, I thought that I was totally unlovable, unacceptable because I had a disability. Have a disability. I currently have a disability, so it's more of a process of loving and accepting everything about ourselves, the good and the bad, and not denying anything about ourselves. We're very skillful at lying to ourselves, at kind of pretending that everything is okay, but on the inside, you don't feel okay. So we lie to ourselves, and that's not fully loving and accepting ourselves. In order to fully love and accept yourself, you have to come to terms with all of yourself, all of your destructive behavior, all of your all the quirks, the nuances, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, you have to be aware of that in order to, and like, it all starts with awareness, I feel like, and then you can, that's the thing about self-awareness. Like, that's why I do, meditation and things like that, because it's helping me understand myself, helping me come to terms with the things that I do to others, my psychological programming and things like that. So um yeah, there's I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. Like, I hope you guys understand where I'm going with this. Like, so um so yes, I guess that the opposite of like self-awareness would be like this shame and fear. Because if we're in fear and shame, we don't want to know ourselves. We want to run away from ourselves. But that's not love. That's not acceptance of ourselves. And so the more that we can love and accept all of ourselves and become more aware of all of our unconscious stuff, the more love and acceptance we'll have for ourselves, and we'll be able to love ourselves and accept ourselves that much more. So the purpose of life, to kind of summarize this, is to fully love and accept yourself, and to actually live a life that makes you happy. Stop trying to please other people. Other people are perfectly capable of pleasing themselves, of taking care of themselves, of making their own lives happy, and you don't need to be responsible for anyone else other than yourself. And the secret to, the purpose of life, the meaning of life, is just to make yourself happy. So do the things that make you happy. So I want you to write down a list of all the things that you really enjoyed doing in childhood that made you extremely happy. And there's happy, and then there's joy. Like, you can be temporarily happy, but there's like I feel like a difference between happy and joyfulness. So try to go for joyfulness. Try to think of the activities that you did as a kid that gave you joyfulness, and then go do them. Go, for me it was swimming. I loved swimming, so I'm gonna now make it a point to try to swim more often, and just enjoy myself. There is nothing to be accomplished by it. Just me enjoying it is the purpose of life. Enjoyment. So doing what you enjoy. And because the truth is, you are so valuable to the universe. So when you make yourself happy, that's the universe going, yes, cheering for you. that makes the universe happy when you make yourself happy. And, that discovering that love and acceptance for yourself as well. So the more you love yourself, accept yourself, and do what makes you happy, the more purposeful, the more meaningful your life will be. And if it's not in that state already, your life has no meaning because you are not giving it meaning. You are not doing the things that make you happy or make you joyful. So, joyfulness, happiness, unconditional self-love, unconditional self-acceptance, those are the things to strive for and start working towards. So if you want to do that, I have a very powerful way of doing that right now. It's called the Self-Transformation Challenge. You need to go to either you can get it here, buy it in full here, or you can join my Patreon and get it for like $50 a month along with this course. So this one is Self-Transformation Challenge. It is extremely powerful. It basically opens up that energy of the heart center and allows a more fluid and dynamic connection to your soul. And your soul is the thing inside of you that guides you, that gives you that feeling of joy when you swim, when you paint, when you do artwork, when you play piano, when you sing. So the more that we can stimulate that joy inside of us, the more in alignment we'll be with our soul. So that's all the purpose of life is, guys. Become so aligned with your soul that you're just living from your soul. That is it. So here you can see me doing some Kundalini yoga, some stretches, and that course right there, Self-Transformation Challenge, is the best course that aligns the Kundalini energy of the body, the Chi energy of the body. It opens up your meridians. It connects, taps into the soul, the heart energy. And there's also some guided meditations to discover the things that make you happy and joyful in there as well. So, yeah, guys, that I would highly recommend getting that course. And when you sign up for the Patreon, these two courses right here are combined into one tier, so you get both of them for the same price. So it's included basically. So on top of that, we have my Vedic astrology readings, which basically give you a mantra to work with the planet or the deity that wants to help you achieve your soul desire, your dharma, your soul's mission, path, and purpose in this life. So there's that. On top of that, the Vedic astrology readings, we also have the career coaching and the life coaching. So if you want a one-on-one session with me so that I can walk you through the process of how I discovered my soul desire and how I'm actively working towards that and engaging in that and making my life such a better, so much better, like every day. You can work with me personally by getting the career coaching or the life coaching services. And yeah, just, really tapping into that purpose of, that joyfulness and You know, there's nothing that you need to be or do to be fully and completely loved by the universe and accepted and all that stuff. So, then we have the astrology certification course. So if you're interested in astrology and becoming a certified Vedic astrologer, then you can go to gebotheshaman.com, and when you purchase that course, you will get this course as well, so the Cosmic Qigong as well. And so when you purchase that course and take the astrology certification exam, then I will give you your own personalized website, so that way you can start making money as a certified astrologer today. All right, or at the time that you take your certification exam, pretty much. All right, and then we have the birth time rectification. So if you don't know your birth time, it's helpful for astrology to know that birth time, and to so I basically provide a birth time rectification service to find your accurate birth time to within the span of 1 minute. 1 minute. So then we have the distance energy healing. So a lot of people think that that's for just for physical ailments and illnesses and things like that, but it's not. If you have mental, emotional, psychological problems, and anything like that, this distance energy healing can definitely help that as well, because 99% of all the illnesses that manifest in your body are caused by blocked emotions, stuffed down and suppressed emotions. Now, I am not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so I'm just giving you my perspective on this. I'm not claiming it as truth or anything like that, just my own thoughts and feelings about it. So, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say for today, so, or to promote for today too. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will talk to you next time. Alrighty. Peace. Namaste. Thank you, beautiful souls, for watching me, and we will talk to you next time. Peace.